Buenos días a todos. Lo primero, dar las gracias por estar aquí hoy, presentes en este acontecimiento que vamos a tener un seminario con el gran maestro TATUM y después el campeonato. Es un día bastante especial para todos, muchos de vosotros por un motivo, doble motivo, que va a ser el paso del cinturón negro, grado del cinturón negro, y también especialmente porque tener al maestro Larry TATUM en España es un gran privilegio que tenéis que aprovechar y sobre todo disfrutar, ¿vale? Disfrutar del acontecimiento y aprovecharlo hoy al 100%. Vamos a empezar en la posición de meditación y haremos el saludo largo. Meditación. Entonces tenemos la tomada, trabajamos la dimensión, le bajamos, vamos a hacer con palma para no meterle el martillo, cambio, 1. A partir de ahí meto el codo y bajo sus brazos. Y no me quedo aquí quieto, tengo que seguir para meter 1, 2, el movimiento corporal de ida y vuelta. ¿Vale? Hacemos un minuto y cambiamos. Venga, ya. Vale. Vengo hacia ti con las manos vacías.
Vengo verso di te con le mani vuote.
No tengo armas.
Non ho armi.
Yo soy obligado a defenderme.
Se sono costretto a difendermi.
Defender mis principios es mi honor.
A difendere i miei principi è un mio onore.
Es cuestión de vida o muerte.
Sia questione di vita o di morte.
Por el derecho a la justicia.
Per il diritto alla giustizia.
Entonces,
Allora,
aquí están mis armas.
eccole qui le mie armi.
Las manos vacías.
Le mani vuote.
Vamos. Posición de rodillas. Triángulo, posamos arriba, rompemos el cinturón, lo colocamos fuerte. Pulso al costado, extensión abdominal, extensión de jinete.
Well, when I first started taking kENPO when I was 15 years old, kENPO was not in its infancy, but it was in its in its growth process, okay, to the point to where the public that was taking the martial arts, especially in America, the art had to grow with them, okay? So all the concepts and principles that were related to kENPO and the human body had to be capsulized into one art. So by the time I started taking lessons, that was being achieved. But when I got, I would say about 22 years old, after I got back from the service, it had finally evolved into an art that was complete. And it was a progressive learning cycle at that point. And all progressive learning systems have to have all concepts and all principles related to that system. And that was achieved by the time, I would say I was about 22 years old. And then we had to take it and make it an art that Americans wanted. And then it had to be taken across the seas to Europe, and then up to Canada, and then of course into South America, all right? And the art itself doesn't evolve as much as the people within it. Because on paper, the art is finite. It doesn't evolve until it leaves the paper and you teach somebody new. It's by teaching somebody that it evolves, because everybody is different, so then there is an evolution that takes place because of the difference in each individual. That's how it evolves. And it is my honor to promote ceased to 9th degree and ADOLFO to 10th degree. And all of you, it makes me proud to see everybody support each other here. And it comes through teachers like this. And I get to travel. I have schools in 22 countries. And one of my favorite places is to come to Spain, because they have the heart and spirit for it. And with that, let's promote them. Okay, all right, take your belt off. ADOLFO was the first 10th degree in Spain. All right. Sign my body and shape, spirit, put it on top of the belt, down, and put it on.
Voy a ser muy breve. Solamente quiero dedicar a mi padre, que me metió con 5 años, 4 años a hacer kENPO, y que bueno, desde arriba estoy seguro que me está viendo y se ve por ahí. Y a todos vosotros.
started it back in 1998 when I first met Adolfo and Assis, and we decided that I would fly in and see what they were doing and get to know Spain, get to know the people of Spain. And there's no better way than getting to know somebody but through the art of kENPO, because kENPO is a model of life. And so when you meet people in kENPO, you're meeting them through the media of the eye of kENPO, okay? So you get to know people on a very personal level. And when I first met Adolfo, I knew that he cared a lot about his community and people in it. And I knew that at that time, I felt that he would be one that him and Assis, who has been his like a second father to him, I knew that they would carry this art into Spain so that the Spanish people would learn so much through his passion. And I knew that from the very beginning, that he had a lot of passion, a lot of caring for people. And so we kept in contact, and then throughout the years I'd come over to Spain and work with them and get to meet people here. And it's such a pleasure now because he's a 10th degree as of today. He hasn't stopped once. He spent his entire life teaching. And those are the kinds of students that I wanted to help propagate the art. Well, I have schools in 22 countries, and every country has their own accent. Okay, we all have our own cultures, and that culture seems to permeate the art as well. The art is the same, but everybody adds their own accent to the art, whether it be cultural or whether it be in the way of announcing the techniques. Okay, what I mean by announcing them is how you articulate the technique. Okay. Every country has their own special signature to it, and that's what makes it interesting and makes it flavorful.